Hey guys, this is my puppy Phoebe and she's going to be helping me out today by designing and decorating miniature room setups. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and the notification bell in the corner to be notified every time I upload a new video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place down two furniture items or two accessory items side by side with some dog food in front of each item, and the first item Phoebe goes to is the item that will be featured in the room. So Phoebe will be completely styling the room itself. I can add more items to the room setup to make it look like a completed room, but I have to use all the different items she ends up choosing today. So it will be really interesting to see how Phoebe will style and decorate a room overall. So let's go ahead and style the first room, which will be a classic room setup. Here we have the first two items Phoebe will have to choose between, and they're both themed to bed. So the first one is a trundle bed, and then the second option is a floral bed. And the food has been placed down in front of both items, and Phoebe is going towards the trundle bed, so that's the bed we'll be using for the room setup. Both options are really great, but let's go ahead and set up the next two furniture pieces so she can choose the next few items. So here we have the next two items, and they are both vanities. So the first one is a really bright yellow color and it has a floral theme to it, and it's a lot smaller. And as for the second one, it is silver and it has more of a classic look to it. So let's see which one Phoebe ends up choosing. I placed the dog food down in front of both vanities, and Phoebe is going over towards the yellow vanities. That's what we'll be using for the room setup. It's very bright and it's a wonderful addition to the room setup. And the next item that Phoebe will need to decide on is, of course, which chair will go with the vanity. So the purple one goes with the silver vanity, and the yellow chair, of course, goes with the yellow vanity, and that's the one that she picked. So hopefully she goes with the yellow one, because it will look really strange if she ends up going with the purple one, but that's alright because she is, of course, styling the room. So let's see what she decides on. I really hope she picks the yellow chair because it'll match the vanity that she chooses, and she went to the yellow chair first and she's eating the little dog food off of that, so we are going to go ahead and pick the yellow chair. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next two accessory items. So they are both themed to pet beds. So the first one is a princess themed pet bed, and then the second option is a donut pet bed, and it has a sprinkle design on the front. Between these two options, I'm really hoping Phoebe ends up choosing the donut pet bed, and she has. So because she's picked that bed, we're going to have to use that for the room setup. So let's move right along to the next item. And the next question is about furniture accessories. So we have option A or option B, so let's see which one Phoebe picks. Phoebe is just walking over towards the accessory items now, and she ended up choosing option B. Option B is a really great choice as there's so many different compartments, so it's perfect for storing away different accessory items. So here we have the next two items, and they both have a theme to tables. They are styled quite different. One is a lot smaller compared to the other. So the checkers table does have the checkers game board on the top of it, and then the side table is a lot larger, and that'll be more of a main feature item in the room itself. So let's see which one Phoebe ends up choosing. She is walking over towards the two options now, and she ended up choosing the side table. So let's go ahead and decorate and style the room using the items that she ended up choosing. So I do get to add other accessory items to the room itself just so it looks like a completed room, but of course I'll be using all the different accessory items that she ended up choosing, as she was the one who decorated and designed the room overall. So first off, we have the trundle bed she ended up choosing with some floral bedding, some throw pillows, and also a rug too. And up next we have the vanity, and that can go over by the corner of the room. I love the floral theme as that matches the bedding as well, so I've just added some flowers onto the vanity itself, and it's in a vase. And here we have a notepad with a matching pen, and there is some space over towards the other side of the vanity, so I'm just going to be adding in a glass of water and a magazine as well. And as for the chair, I'm so glad she ended up choosing the one that matches the vanity. It's so perfect for it, so that can just sit right in front of it. And over in this section of the room, I'm just going to be placing down the donut themed pet bed that Phoebe ended up choosing, and there's a sprinkle design on it as well. This cabinet is the perfect item for this room setup as you're able to store away so many different accessory items. But over by the top of the cabinet, we'll be displaying a few items as well, including a phone, a small accessory basket which has a magazine, some chocolates, and some water bottles as well. And then over by the side, there's quite a bit of room, so I'm going to be placing down this polka dot bag. It's definitely perfect for the summer season, so that can just be placed over by the side. And then right over here, I'm going to be adding in some sunglasses as well. So this item here is the side table that Phoebe ended up choosing. So we're just going to be adding some accessories, including a laptop, and then we also have a passport as well. There is quite a bit of space towards the back of the side table, so we'll definitely be adding some more accessories over there. It is going to be miniature food items. So I've just placed a fork down next to the passport over by the side, and the meal is going to be themed to breakfast. So first off, we have a cinnamon roll, and then we also have some fresh fruit as well. So it's mixed berries, and there's also some mango slices too. And here we have some bacon slices, and as for a drink option for the breakfast, we're just going to be placing down add some orange juice, and I love the orange slice that's over towards the side of the cup. And here we have some salt and pepper for the breakfast and a napkin too. Phoebe did such a wonderful job in styling and decorating this room, so let's go ahead and move right along to the next room setup. The next room Phoebe is going to be styling is a dance studio, so we have quite a few different accessories and items for her to choose between, so she's able to decorate and style the room itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first two options. Here we have the first two accessory items, and they're both themed to dance bars. One is a blue color and the other one is a pastel pink color. So let's see which one Phoebe ends up choosing. And Phoebe ended up choosing the blue dance bar. That's a really great option, so let's move right along to the next accessory item. Here we have some dance accessory items, so each accessory set comes with a mat, some shoes, and a water bottle as well. One option is more of a pastel pink color and the other one has a blue and purple theme. I just placed some dog food in front of the accessory items and Phoebe ended up choosing the blue and purple option. So let's go ahead and choose the last few items so we can style the room itself. Here we have two different dance themed outfit collections. I'm really hoping Phoebe ends up choosing the outfit collection that has the purple leotard and the blue sweater, as that matches a lot of the items she's already picked. And she ended up choosing that collection. I'm so glad she did, so now it's time to go ahead and style the dance themed room. This room also has a lot of different bow accessories, so you'll definitely see that throughout the room setup itself. So here we have the dance bar Phoebe picked, and there's miniature bows styled on it too. And the next item we'll be placing down in the room is this mat, and that can just go over by the side of the dance bar. And up next we have some shoes we'll be placing in the room as well, and it matches the strap that's connected to the mat that we just placed down. And a part of that accessory collection Phoebe ended up choosing, the set also came with a water bottle as well, so we'll just add that in the middle. So let's go ahead and style the next section of the room. And this here will be a dance wardrobe setup with different dance outfits and accessories. So first off we have some ballet slippers, and we're adding a total of 4 to this bottom section of the wardrobe. And as you can see, all the shoes are styled quite differently, so it's so perfect for this dance themed room. So over in this section we're going to be adding in different dance outfits. So first off there's this sweater. It's a gorgeous light blue color and it matches so many items that Phoebe ended up choosing for the room. And then we have this jazz outfit here. There's so many glitters and sequins over by the front, and then this outfit also has a lot of sequins and designs, except it is a t-shirt and it's a lovely purple and silver color. And the next item we'll be placing in the wardrobe is this blue tank top, which is perfect for dance. And finally we have the leotard Phoebe ended up choosing. There should be some room over by the front to add some skirts, so I'm going to be adding in a total of 2, and they're both styled very differently. So we have this one over here and a glitter themed skirt that can go right at the front. And as for the other side of the wardrobe, I'm just going to be adding in a few different accessories to display, some items that are themed to dance and others that are themed to bows. So the next section of the room we're going to be styling is the locker section, and we're going to display different types of trophies. So we have silver and gold, and we're just going to add them over by the front here. And right next to the locker section we have this seat here, and it's a great addition to the dance room, and we're just going to be placing down different bags. So we have a backpack over by one side and a dance bag over by the other. And right next to the seat we have this small container to add some more accessory items. So we have an umbrella and a selfie stick as well. The dance room has been completely styled. Phoebe did such a wonderful job in choosing the different items, so let's go ahead and style another room setup. So here we have the first two furniture items for this room setup here, and they are both bed options. So the first one is a trundle bed and the second option is a bunk bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the food in front of both options to see which one Phoebe ends up choosing. And Phoebe is just walking over towards the bed options now, and she ended up choosing the trundle bed, so that's what's going to be featured in the room. And here we have the next two furniture options. Over by one side we have the desk, and then over by the other side there's a fireplace. I'm really hoping Phoebe ends up choosing the desk just because we can add so many more accessory items to that furniture piece. Phoebe is just walking over towards the furniture items now, and she ended up choosing the desk. That's such a great option, so we're definitely going to add that to the room setup. And as Phoebe ended up choosing a desk for the room setup, she'll also have to choose a chair as well. So we have a total of 2 different styles here, a purple chair and a blue chair. Between these two options, I really hope she ends up choosing the purple chair, but I don't mind between the two styles. Phoebe is just walking towards the chairs now, and she ended up choosing the blue chair. So that's what's going to be featured in the room. So the next item she's going to be choosing is bedding. And here we have the 2 different bedding options. They're both a lovely blue color, but they're styled quite differently. One has stripes on it and the other one has a floral design. Phoebe ended up choosing the bedding with the stripes on it. I'm also going to have to find some pillows that match the theme of that bedding too. It'll definitely be really interesting to see which item Phoebe chooses between these two. They're both themed to pets. So first off we have a chameleon, and then over by the other side there's a hedgehog house. I love both of these options, but I really hope Phoebe ends up choosing the hedgehog house. Phoebe is walking over towards the two different options, and she ended up choosing the hedgehog house, but she's also found the dog food in front of the chameleon as well, so she ended up eating that too. But we are going to feature the hedgehog house in the room setup, as that's the first item she went to. So now it's time to go ahead and choose a musical instrument. So we have a banjo over by one side and a guitar over by the other side. For the musical instrument she ends up choosing, I do have a miniature stand for it, so it's able to be displayed in the room. So I'll just place the dog food down in front of both options, and we'll see which one she ends up choosing. And she ended up choosing the banjo, so that's what's going to be added into the room. Up next, we have some pet beds here. There's a total of 2 different styles. So one pet bed is a pastel pink color, and there's a leopard print design with a matching bow, and over by the other side, we have a pink and blue bed. Phoebe is walking over towards the pet beds now, and she ended up choosing the pink bed with the leopard print bow. So let's go ahead and add that item to the room setup as well. And a pet bed wouldn't be complete without a pet, so we have a total of 2 different dog options here, and as Phoebe is a dog, I thought this would be a really interesting item for her to choose between. Both dogs are so great, and no matter what dog she ends up choosing, it'll be a great addition to the room. Phoebe ended up going over towards the husky first, so that's the dog that's going to be featured in the room. So now it's time to go ahead and style the room using the accessories and furniture items she ended up choosing. And along with the furniture and accessory items that Phoebe ended up choosing for the room, I am going to be adding in a few extra items to the room setup just so it looks like a complete room. Phoebe did such a wonderful job in styling and decorating that room setup. All of the accessory and furniture items work so well together. So now it's time for her to style the next room, which will be a nursery room setup. My other dog, Bailey, who's also a Labradoodle, will also be helping to style and decorate the nursery room along with Phoebe too. So what will happen is I'll place down 2 mystery boxes with different accessory items, and the first mystery box the dog goes to is the items that we featured in the room. I've just placed the dog food down in front of both boxes, and the box Phoebe went to first was the pink box, so the items inside of that will be the ones featured in the room. So now it is time to remove the lid from the pink box to see what items will be added into the room. So there's quite a few different smaller accessories here. There's no main feature item, but we can have these displayed throughout the room, and I love the pastel theme with all of the different items too. So we have some food items, bath products, and even a bottle as well. So now it's time to remove the lid from the green box to see what items she could have picked. So we won't be adding any of these items to the room setup as she didn't choose this box. The items itself are very similar to the other ones, as they both have bath product items and food items, but the theming is very different. So now it is time to organize and sort out the next 2 mystery boxes. I have placed the dog food in front of the pink box and the green box, and Phoebe went over to the pink box first, so we will be using those items in the room setup. So now it is time to remove the lid from the mystery box, and there is a total of 4 items. There's a bottle and 3 rattles, so 2 of the rattles are very similar except they're in different styles, while the 3rd rattle is completely different. You can see it features a bear and it has a floral design too. And here we have the green mystery box, so let's remove the lid to see what's inside. There's a total of 4 items, there's 3 rattles and a bottle again. The bottle is green instead of pink, and we also have those 2 classic rattles, while the 3rd one features a star. So we have the green box and the pink box all organized, so now it's time to see which box she goes over to first, and it seems like she went to the green box first, so we'll be using the items featured in that box. So let's go ahead and remove the lid from the green box so we're able to see what's inside. So there's a total of 3 bibs, and they're all themed to different animals. There's an owl one, an elephant one, and a unicorn one. There's also a unicorn bag and a purple hat too. And the pink box should have pretty similar items, except they'll be styled differently. So there's a total of 3 bibs. One is themed to a bear, the middle one is themed to a unicorn, and the last one is themed to a panda, which matches the panda bag. And we also have a blue hat, which has been added towards the other side of the box. I have placed the dog food in front of both boxes, and Phoebe has gone to the pink box first, so let's go ahead and see what's inside. And inside of the pink box, we have one accessory item, and it is a baby blanket. I love how it's pink because it matches the box perfectly, and there's a star design towards the side. The green box also features a baby blanket as well, except the styling is very different. It's blue and purple, and it has a lot of different polka dots on it. Both options are really great, but I'm really glad Phoebe ended up choosing the pink one. Phoebe has done a great job in styling the room, but this is the last box option she'll be choosing before it's Bailey's turn, and she went to the green box first, so we'll be using the items featured in that box. Let's go ahead and remove the lid from the green box so we're able to see what's inside, and there are so many different smaller accessories here that we can feature throughout the room. There are some food-themed items like cutlery and bowls. There's also some building blocks, bottles, and some hairbrushes too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pink box. So there aren't as many accessories in this box as there were the other ones. There's some building blocks, some bottles, and some cutlery too. Phoebe did a great job in choosing some of the items that will be featured throughout the room, but now it's Bailey's turn. Bailey here is my other dog. He is a Labradoodle as well, except he's a little bit older. He's 3 years old. Bailey is a lot more calm and relaxed compared to Phoebe. He's not as energetic and as hyper as her, but he's such an adorable dog. And here we have the first 2 mystery box options for Bailey, and Bailey went over to the pink box first, so we'll be using the items featured in that box. So let's go ahead and remove the lid from the pink box so we're able to see what's inside. And there's a total of 3 outfit options, and I love the pastel theme. So the first item we have is a bunny themed onesie, and that has hearts on it. Then we have another onesie featuring stripes, and the third onesie has a star design on it. And let's go ahead and remove the lid from the green box so we're able to see what's inside. So there's a total of 3 outfits here, but they're completely different from the first outfits Bailey ended up choosing. There are a total of 2 onesies. There's a green onesie and a purple and pink onesie, and that one has elephants on it, and the third outfit is a casual dress. I have placed dog food in front of the green box and the pink box, and Bailey ended up going to the green one first. Let's remove the lid off of the green box because that's the one that Bailey ended up choosing, and there are 2 outfits here, a onesie and a PJ set. The PJ set is themed to a giraffe, and there's polka dots on it, and there's also polka dots on the onesie too. Let's see what's inside of the pink box. So we won't be using these items in the room. There's a total of 2 outfits. There's a pink onesie and there's a PJ set, and that's a gorgeous light blue and pink color. And here we have the last 2 box options for Bailey to choose from. Both dogs have done a wonderful job in styling the room so far, and he went to the pink box first. So let's see what's inside of the pink box. There's a onesie and a PJ set again, but you can see they are very different. The onesie is themed to a unicorn, while the PJ set has different bunnies on it. It's teal and purple, and there's polka dots on it too. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside of the green box. So we won't be using these items, but these items are really adorable. We have a unicorn PJ set and also a unicorn themed onesie as well, except it has rainbows on it. Bailey and Phoebe both did a wonderful job in choosing all of the different accessories and items, so now it's time to set up the nursery. Right in the middle of the room, we have a rocking cradle, and I have a musical mobile attached to that. I've just added in the pink blanket that Phoebe picked, and I'm also going to add in this lion plush, and it has a polka dot design on it, and then we also have a rattle on the other side too. One of the mystery boxes had a variety of different accessories. They had some food items, there were also some bottles, and some toys like building blocks. So I'm going to add the building blocks towards the bottom of the floor here, and then we have one of the rattles from the other boxes towards the other side. This wardrobe will be the perfect addition to the room setup because it has a few different shelving units to display different accessories and a section to display some of the outfits and onesies the dogs ended up choosing. So towards the back of the top shelf we have some bottles, so there's body wash and lotion, and then towards the front shelf we have a baby bottle, and I love how that's a light pink color to match a lot of the items featured in the room, a hairbrush and a bar of soap too. And as for the second shelf here, we have this gorgeous butterfly-shaped lotion bottle, but since it is one of the larger accessories, I'll be placing it towards the back so we can add some more accessories at the front. So here we have a box of tissues, and it matches that pink and purple theme. And then we also have some jars of food, so one is flavored to strawberry, while the other one is flavored to blueberry, and I'll just be stacking both of those. And the final item we have here is some cereal, and it's called Videos. And that should be able to fit towards the side of the shelf. The dogs did end up choosing a few loungewear and PJ sets, so I'm going to be adding them into one pile, and then I'm going to be placing them into one of the shelves of the wardrobe. So we have two PJ sets here, one themed to a giraffe and the other one themed to a bunny. Then we have a hat and a few bibs. My favorite one would definitely have to be the unicorn theme one, but there are so many different ones to choose from here. And I'll just be adding those clothing items and accessories on the bottom shelf. Let's go ahead and sort out some of the main outfits that will be featured in the wardrobe. So first off, we have a unicorn themed onesie. This one is themed to a bunny rabbit, and there's ears on the top here, and I love the heart design throughout the set. And then we have this casual onesie, and it has some stars on it. This one features some stripes. And one of my favorite outfits would definitely have to be this one. The polka dots are so pretty, and it also matches the plush that I added onto the cradle too. The dogs definitely did a wonderful job in choosing all of the different outfits because they all work together perfectly. They have a light pink pastel theme to them, and all of them do fit into this compartment as well, which is really great. So I'm able to display all of them together. And over by the door, there are a few pockets to add in accessories. So in the bottom pocket, we have a towel, and then in the middle, we have a rattle, and it's a gorgeous teal color, but there's also blue, purple, and pink. And then finally, we have a pillow for the top section. And towards the other side of the cradle, we have a high chair here, and I'm just going to be adding in some of the food items the dogs ended up choosing. So this bowl features a variety of different snacks, and then we also have a bottle, and in the middle, I'll be adding in a spoon. And towards the side of the high chair, I'll just be adding in a unicorn themed backpack, a small little bottle, and a pacifier too. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it.